Yo, what's good? It's the Gentleman's Guide. This is the third installment of the text game series. As usual, I really recommend checking out the first two videos in the series so you'll have a better understanding of everything I go into today. I'll post a link right here, so go check it out. Alright, now onto the video. In this video, I'm going to give you guys two types of text that you can send to a girl at any time that'll raise her level of interest in you. But first, there's something you have to know before texting her, which is the first key point I want to make in this video, that making a good impression in person trumps everything. And what I mean by that is if you met this girl in real life, realize that having an awesome interaction with her in person is way more important than actually texting her. If you were able to make a good impression on her in person, like you came off as confident and charming, you'll have done most of the work for yourself already when you text her. If you two really hit it off and you think you made a good impression and want to see her again, ask for her number, but make sure to do it smoothly. When I want to get a girl's number, I just say, "Hey, let's exchange numbers," not something like, "Can I have your phone number, please?" The trick is to not actually ask her for anything, because that comes off as needy, but instead, get her number with just a casual suggestion or statement, like the "let's exchange numbers" that we just used. The reason this works is because it shows her your self-confidence in going for what you want instead of asking for permission. Now let's actually talk about different texts that you can send to stir up her interest. Something I really like doing when texting a girl is using something I call secret humor. Basically, it's referring to inside jokes that you established while talking to her in person. Here's an example/story of me using secret humor. One night, while I was out at a concert, I met this really cute girl through a mutual friend, and immediately there was good chemistry between us. We had a lot of similar interests, and her personality was super laid back and bubbly, which I thought was just adorable. I found out she was actually a promoter for the venue, so I said, "Oh really? You a promoter? Well, the next time you can get me some free tickets and we'll go to a concert together," in kind of a joking way. She laughed and we continued talking. The next day, I texted her saying something along the lines of, "Hey, about those free tickets. Unfortunately, I can only pay you in mangoes and cuddles." Just my sort of cute, random humor. Not the most brilliantly witty joke, but it seems to work. She sends back a huge LOL and starts being really receptive to everything I say. Later on, we actually do go out and the rest is history. Now, the reason secret humor works so well in texting is because it makes her feel emotions. Think about it. When you're joking around with a girl in person, she laughs and has good feelings, and later on, when you text her something referencing the joke that made her laugh, it's gonna bring back all those fun memories and kinda re-trigger those positive emotions. So instead of texting her something that will bore her to death, something like, "Hey, how are you doing?" try using this secret humor technique to reference something that was fun or funny when you talk to her. Be creative. You can joke about almost anything in person as long as it brings her positive emotions, and then use secret humor to reference that in text, so avoid being generic. And the last text I love to send is the troll text. You see, I think it's important to rarely ever take a girl's questions too seriously over text. Answering a girl's questions too logically or seriously tells her you're boring or too nervous to take a risk and make a mistake. So what I like to do instead is to kind of troll her. Here's an example of how it works. Let's say y'all are having a text convo about going to a mutual friend's birthday party. You're running late because you had to help your friend with something, so you just say, "I'm gonna be late." She responds with a question like, "Oh no, why are you late?" Now, you could either respond to her logically with something like, "I'm late because I had to help my friend with his dog," or you can troll her a little with a fun response, something like, "Just gotta save the world real quick." Obviously, it's not a serious response, but it's effective because it elicits good emotions from her, like, "Damn, this dude's fun, he really doesn't give a shit, must be because he has other options." When you can make her feel those fun emotions by using something like the troll text and not take things too seriously, you will very effectively spike her attraction for you. Here's another example of trolling. Let's say there's been some silence in the text convo. I'll say something like, "Oh my god, please tell me you're there." And she'll respond, "Yes, what's going on?" Then I'll reply, "I have a huge secret, but you have to promise me you won't tell anyone." Then she'll say, "Yes, I promise." Then I'll say something like, "Are you sure? This is a huge deal, you can't tell anyone." By this point, she'll be totally bought in, just wanting to hear my secret. And then finally, I'll say something like, "I like turtles." Again, just some harmless trolling, but it brings fun into the conversation and makes her feel positive emotions like joy and laughter, emotions that she'll associate with you. So let's summarize what we talked about today. The first thing to keep in mind is that making a good impression on her in person trumps anything you text her, because she'll have first-hand experience of how fun and awesome you are and will want to see you again, making texting her way easier. Also, we talked about how using secret humor and trolling are both great ways to inject some fun, playful energy into the convo that girls find really attractive. With secret humor, what you want to do is make her laugh in person. That way you set yourself up with some inside jokes that you can refer to when you text her later. With a troll text, the key is to not take yourself or her too seriously, and to just have a fun, playful vibe to whatever she says. Girls love that and will be able to smell your confidence from a mile away. Again, be creative with how you use secret humor or trolling. If you're too generic, it'll sound like you rehearsed it, and she'll get the feeling that you're just trying too hard. Hope you liked the video. Next week will be the 4th and final installment of the text game series, so click here to subscribe for more videos, and as always, stay tuned. Peace.